Hello everyone, this is Generation and today we're looking at the Protection Paladin Compilation. It's like this weekend I'm gonna be away from midsummer, so I don't really have that much time, or I don't have any time to make a video because I'm going like straight after my work on what is now Thursday. So I'm gonna upload this one for Saturday, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy having everything together, like with the Brewmaster video, and yeah, no, sadly there's no time to make some new content, but after this weekend I'll start on making new content. It should be like a lot quiet at work as well. It's like this week has just been insane. It's like in 4 days I worked essentially 5 because of all the overtime that I worked. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy midsummer if you celebrate. So if you're from Sweden essentially, and or maybe Norway, I'm not sure. It's like it's the first time for me that I celebrated. It's like I'm half forced to celebrate it. You know how it is. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys after the weekend. So here's when shit goes down. And yeah, the person I played with just get instantly blown up, and then I get blown up. I think they actually killed like themselves on the karma thing. So I tried to get the warrior down, but it's like I just get kite. He leaps away, then this happens, which happened a lot. So I can just get kited around. It's like, and at this moment I was like, I wish I had my anti-kiting spells, but yeah. And Monk, apparently Windwalker Monk is really, really good, because I lost. If I lost, I mostly lost to monks. So I don't have all of those because like some of them are just like my teammate gets completely destroyed, and it's like it's not even fun to watch because it's just like 2 seconds of get wrecked. And this I just want to put this one in because look at the fucking burst of Shaman. And then together with like the Paladin burst. That was actually just shield him there. I was actually surprised at the damage that I did the most damage. It's kinda interesting. Like after this fight I really realized like that classes are still very not balanced at the moment, because there's certain classes that are just complete shite, and then there are certain classes that are way too strong. So like for example like Windwalker Monk is way too strong for a DPS from what I've compared to the other DPS that is not It's like not talking about anything else, but compared to other DPS, Windwalker Monks feels way too strong for what the other DPS can do. And in this fight, I actually managed to survive out of the kiting quite well. That was mostly because they really couldn't properly kill me. And so I accidentally have the wrong person targeted. So I'm like, why the fuck am I not attacking this person? I was like, oh, herpy derp. So as you can see now, the funny thing is that the rogue's actually killing himself on my consecration and the reflect damage from my attribution aura. It's like I'm just purely focusing the warlock. I'm doing nothing to the rogue. And here he makes the mistake to actually go in front of me, which makes him take the Hammer of the Righteous against the face. And here I use my my Ardent Defender, and with the Reflect talent that is in the artifact itself, I actually killed the rogue there. So the rogue literally died from being reflected with damage and consecration, which was hilarious, if I had to say so myself. So this fight was just one big ball of frustration, but I want to show you anyway, because this is a really it's like if this person actually had the damage to kill me, this is a really effective way of kiting a tank in general. But yeah, they didn't have the damage, and it's just, I just want to put this in just for like, ha, I actually managed to kill you in the end, and it was really frustrating, but I managed to do it. So enjoy my frustration. So as you can see here, it gets really frisky. Use all the defensive spells to save ourselves. So first I heal the... I just need to keep our shaman alive, so... But they almost had us they almost managed to kill us there at that night. I was actually impressed by the amount of damage that the Unholy Dead Knight does, and I still want to try it at Unholy Dead Knight because of the damage that they do. So like I played did like one video of them where my FPS was complete shit because of my shit computer back then. But I was actually really impressed by this Dead Knight and his damage. But we managed to survive purely because of bubbles, essentially there. And here we go into the last fight. Just a little last fight that I felt like playing, and actually didn't see a Frost DK before, so I was actually kind of interested to see how it went. So what I feel like with Paladin is always like you are very reactive healers, like you don't really start healing unless you press the button, so it's like you really need to keep an eye on healing. Actually I was really impressed with this rogue in this game. That's also why I included this rogue was playing really well. And then it's like normally, it's like I've had games where I felt like I was playing solo, but this rogue made me feel like I was playing with someone else. That was really nice. And that is the last gameplay video, so now we're gonna go into the outro. So first off, it's against the Fury Warrior, because I'm gonna show this. This is one of the later videos before I found out how broken the Ardent ability is. So wait for it, and here I activated it, and look at him. He just murders himself, and just the damage numbers are insane. It's like I feel like they've overtuned tanks. Tanks hit way too much, and then here we go into the other video. Like didn't even notice the transition, and look at this damage. It's just stupid. That Avenger should hit for 370k almost. It's like just insane. And here we go against a warrior, another warrior, Fury Warrior. And this is even look. I didn't even. This is before I even found out that the Ardent Sensor did that. Just the damage is sick. It's like I remember like last week, Balance couldn't even dent my Blood Dead Knight and my Vengeance Demon, so I didn't even know what's happening. And like the only thing I do is spam Avenger Shield and like literally everything else on cooldown. Like constantly spam everything on cooldown. Although you need to like the Sheriff, and if you want to optimize it, you need to have at least 2 stacks of shield. Actually, this Hunter is like kiting. That's like the problem with all tanks. It's like when they get kited, they almost get killed. But I'm gonna win this duel in something that I did not expect. And I'm sorry that I clicked my stun here. I actively didn't do it after this. But this was my first duel. I was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to not do it. Just look at this. This Avenger Shield turn. Boom. It's like, it's sick. So yeah, that was the video. I hope you guys. So here we go into the gameplay. First time against a Vengeance Demon Hunter. So you're like, well, you remember the Vengeance videos where like I like won from Protection Paladin once or twice. But look at this. Not even a contest. I barely got dented. It's just sick how strong they are. And here against the Blood Dead Knight. This is the first time I fight this Blood Dead Knight. So Blood Dead Knight survives a little bit longer. Well, this person tries to kite me, which is like not something you should do as a Blood Dead Knight, but yeah. It's like you can just see it's like the amount of damage that I put out is just sick. And then I don't know really what he's doing. He's not really fighting me. So it's like the difference in damage output. It's like with a propellant. It's like I don't know if the people I've been playing before were just bad with Paladin, therefore didn't do the same amount of damage. But it's like the ease that I destroyed this Blood Dead Knight with is just sick. So here we win against him. And I play him again another time because I want to see if it is just a fluke, like just one time happening, whereas this just really was like just a Paladin just being so much stronger, as you can see here. It's like he doesn't even. It's like I've had that feel as well, it's like people aren't using the optimal talents as well. But this guy, I don't know what he's doing, but he doesn't. He like at no point in this fight made me feel like I was on the defensive when I was playing Blood Dead Knight against the Protection Paladin. I always felt like I was on the offensive all the time, but this time I feel like I'm always on the offensive. Look at him. But it's like I do think it has something to do with that fact that this person isn't that great, but the amount of damage that the Protection Paladin now puts out, and here I accidentally switched bars. So I was like, hey, why did my damage stop? It's like you just look at that, the 420k crit. It's like sure I had my Seraphim on, but it's just crazy. So I get silenced, but I can still cast my Avenger Shield, which is kind of weird. So you stun him, so you can finish him off. It's just so interesting how. Well, yeah, he is using Exsanguinate as well, which is like in my opinion a pointless stance because I would just stand still to channel. But I haven't been really been healing this fight, and I still completely wrecked him. So, I think Protection Paladin is gonna get a big nerf soon. So here we go, play against a Frost TK. This is just some extra clips. And I was actually underestimating the amount of damage that I was doing on him, or that he was doing on me. And I was like, oh shit, I'm actually almost dying. So interesting actually how much damage that Frost DK did there. Very impressed. And yeah, against the healer. These are just some extra clips because the main interest were just those tank video, 3 tank videos. So here I line up a few CDs and then he bubbles it. Just want to see the amount of damage that I could do, not really knowing that I wouldn't, that this guy would never be able to out heal my damage. So there, that. And here against the Warlock, this is going to be the last one. So yeah, as you can see, this is just gonna be like an extra clip for people to see how much damage is. But yeah, Protection Paladin is OP, so this is gonna be my last Protection Paladin until they nerf it, so I can actually see how strong it's going to be. So I hope you guys got something out of this, and I will talk to you guys next time.